Hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be reacting to episode 18 of Fruits Basket. I've been anticipating this episode ever since the reboot was announced because 𝐻𝑠a is one of my favorite characters, and this is the episode that is her debut, so I'm so excited to finally see her. She's the sweetest little thing who went through so much bullying in school that she doesn't even deserve, because I don't understand how any kid, or anyone in general, could bully such a just sweet-hearted girl who is just so adorable. It doesn't make any sense. All because of the way she looks, which she looks beautiful, but she has different colored hair and eyes, so she stood out and she got bullied because of it, which is just such a shame. But as I know, she was able to pull through at the end of this episode. So why don't we just get right into it and see what we got? So excited.
Looks like the rain's dying down, but let's wait here a little longer.
Okay.
So, finals are coming up.
Yeah.
There we go.
But I almost forgot. Before that, we have the student council elections.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, President 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 wants you to take his place after he graduates. But It looks like maybe you would rather not.
No, I wouldn't. Not at all. I don't know what he expects of me. What they all expect, but they've got the wrong idea. Because the real me is more...
More what?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Sure. Look, it's
He's
tapered up
hiding
enough.
something.
We should be good to go. You ready?
Oh, hey, Yuki. Haru.
Haru?
All those muscles,
Why are you out?
man.
It's raining. I'm
I
not the
approve
one
of
who's
this
soaked.
outfit.
Why are you out? Did you get lost again? I've been searching for her. It took a while.
Oh, cute little kitty.
Saw that coming.
It's not a cat.
Miss Honda,
Tiger.
she's actually a tiger. This is 𝐻𝑠a 𝑠oma. Careful, her teeth are sharp.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect to run into the zodiac tiger spirit today. It's nice to meet you. I'm 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦. Can I?
Fail.
Miss Honda!
Her reaction too. She just falls over. But honestly, if you think about it, that bite has to hurt. Because that is a tiger and they have sharp teeth. I mean, I assume they do. So, but at least she's a baby tiger, so her teeth are probably really small. So it shouldn't hurt that much, I think.
Oh dear. You got nibbled on?
Yes, maybe I should have expected it.
𝐻𝑠a, come here and apologize.
No, she doesn't need to. I'm fine, really.
𝐻𝑠a.
She can't speak.
That won't work. She doesn't talk.
What?
𝐻𝑠a can't talk. She stopped altogether shortly after she entered middle school. She's mute. According to Tori, it's psychological. She's locked all of her words up inside. With everything that's happened, she stopped talking, stopped going to school, and today, she ran away from home. That's why I was looking for her. Didn't expect to find her in tiger form, though. There you are.
Did she bump into someone of the opposite sex?
Oh, she looks so
She was
sad.
just exhausted. So, what happened to make her stop talking and leave school? Kids.
Kids?
Bullies.
She's like, don't talk about me behind my back.
Are you pissed at me? Telling me not to shoot my mouth off? Well, sorry, that's too bad. You have any idea how worried I've been about you? And I'm not the only one. Your mom's been looking all over for you, too.
Wait, 𝐻𝑠a! You're bleeding, and 𝐻𝑠a ran off
Okay,
again. What do I do now?
Sure,
Worried. She's so,
I'll get 𝐻𝑠a in the
she
hospital.
overreacts, like, chill.
Maybe you should give a crap once in a while.
Oh my. Did you quietly turn into Dark Haru while I wasn't looking?
Just not a fan of tiger bites. Wish I knew what
I
to
mean,
do
I don't
with
think
her.
anyone is.
𝑚𝑎𝑘𝑒, you seem awfully worried about her. I didn't know you were so close.
You jealous?
No! No sense of humor.
They are
I'm
close.
right here! Thing is, she reminds me of you.
I think Yuki is turning into Kyo.
Back when you shut down, stopped talking for a while.
Oh.
You curled up in a corner and went silent. It was the only way that you could protect yourself. She's just doing the same. Shut up!
Is it really that big a deal?
Damn, you
Yes,
go,
it is.
Yuki.
You ashamed?
See, I like this Yuki way better than how he acts at school. So much better, because that's how. This is like the real him that he keeps hidden.
Yes, well, it's my nature.
I was not expecting that, but I approve. But poor Yuki, though, it's sad.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. Why don't we go? It's fine. It doesn't hurt. No, not one tiny little bit. Anyway, will you come inside? Everyone is really worried about you. So please.
𝑘𝑒𝑠,
Hello?
𝑘𝑒𝑠, I've been looking everywhere.
Just to let you know, this part always gets me emotional, so
Sugar
I
baby,
may cry. I don't know.
he wanted to let me know you've been
I always cry at this part in the original.
Please, why are you doing
Because
this?
it
You're causing
touches me.
trouble for everyone. Did you even stop to think for 1 second? Do you enjoy making things hard for me?
The mothers usually react one of two ways. They're either extremely overprotective of their kids, or they end up rejecting them completely.
Well, why didn't you tell me about those kids who were bullying you? Why did you run away from home? Why won't you say anything? I'm so tired. I can't take this anymore.
She couldn't tell you. When you're being bullied like that, it's hard to talk about. I know. It happened to me.
It's right.
I couldn't tell my mom either. She found out eventually, though. And when she did, I started crying and apologizing like crazy. I felt so ashamed. I felt pathetic and worthless for being bullied. And I hated the idea of my mom knowing it had happened. I thought when she knew, she might not love me anymore. I was so
Which would
scared.
never happen.
I was
Kyoko would
scared.
never be like that.
To let people know about that part of myself. I tried to hide it by pretending I was okay. But that just made me feel even more pathetic and ashamed.
Instead, my mom took my face in her hands and said, "It's okay." And I could breathe again. When she said that there was nothing to be embarrassed about, I cried again, this time in relief. Maybe that's how Kisa feels. Maybe she's scared that you'll hate her. So she couldn't tell you what was happening, because she loves you.
Oh. Oh, I love this part, but it like hurts me in a good way. Oh, she's so cute.
What?
Love
𝑘𝑒𝑠
her so
staying here?
much.
She's having a difficult time lately, and I thought a change of scenery might help.
Why? What's going on?
It can't hurt. Her mom seemed like she was
Mogura. She's reading Mogura.
Spending some time apart might help them heal.
I've got no clue what you're talking about. Okay, so where is 𝑘𝑒𝑠?
She's with Toru, stuck to her like glue.
Huh?
Is she asleep?
Yes,
Well then, I hope you don't mind being her pillow. Is she heavy? You're lucky, 𝑘𝑒𝑠.
What are you doing?
Resting. Please just let me rest.
Well, isn't that cute?
I'm weak, and I've always been ashamed of that weakness. I kept hoping someone would come along and tell me it's okay. Someone who would support me, who would give me the courage I need to try to be
Tora's
strong.
like, I don't know what to do right now. I don't blame her. I would react the same way.
It's been 3 days since Kisa's been with us. It's great having her here. Thanks for waiting for me. Though, it is a little embarrassing to know someone's outside the bathroom door. Oh my gosh, she is so adorable.
Toru is all of us.
I don't know why,
She's so
but
cute.
Kisa's barely left my side ever since the conversation I had with her mom. But
'Cause she
I think
loves
that
you.
means she must like me, so I definitely don't mind.
Oh, she's like a little duckling. It warms my heart.
It's gotta be super annoying though, right?
Nah, Toru doesn't mind it.
She seems happy to me.
Maybe I'm missing something. Hey, what's for dinner?
Oh, one sec. Kisa, is there anything special you'd like to eat?
Come on. You could at least tell us what you like so you don't starve.
Just write it down.
Quiet, you. Ignore everything this idiotic, poor-mannered fool says. Trust me on this. It's for the best.
You creep! You're heavy! Get off of me!
Oh, please, don't shout.
3 whole days, and Kisa still hasn't spoken a single word.
Just like wants them to stop fighting. Like,
Ta-da! Let's play this game.
Huh?
Ah, interesting. We'll leave dinner up to chance, then.
Yup. Kisa, why don't you point to the route you want? Perfect choice. Let's see what we've got. What are we gonna eat? Bet it's something
Is that supposed to be a
good.
song?
There, we have a winner. Dinner is eggs and chives.
I feel personally attacked right now. Always chives.
Kyo, you can just have the eggs. You don't have to have the chives.
Just make sure the eggs taste good.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I don't know why, but I'm sure she'll speak to me in the most precious voice one day.
Why is she so overdramatic?
Kisa can't stay at Shi-chan's house forever. She'll have to leave, won't she? So where will she go after? Home?
That's probably what's on her mind right now. From what I can tell, she's the kind of girl who overthinks things. That's how she even got to this point in the first place. Of course, there's her mother.
Don't worry, Momichi. I think things are gonna work out great with her mom. She called.
Is Kisa doing okay over there?
Yes?
She can be picking the food sometimes, so please make sure she's eating. She loves scrambled eggs and chives, though.
So that must mean Kisa's moody, has been thinking about her, and is worried. Otherwise she never would have called you.
Right!
I'm so glad.
That's all good. But why was she being bullied in the first place? I forget. Come on.
I know why.
Really?
I heard some ladies at the estate gossiping about it. Kisa never would have told me this herself. They said it started out because of her appearance. Her hair and eyes, that sort of thing. The other students didn't like them. They said her looks were unnatural and wrong.
Strange hair color's often a side effect of being possessed by a zodiac spirit. People made fun of mine all the time. Yeah, but you would just go dark and knock the bullies out, so that kind of teasing never lasted long for you. At least I'm not Kyo. He almost killed his boys.
I don't doubt
Very
it.
definition of a problem child.
But the women said Kisa tried hard to fit in. She told the kids she couldn't help how she looked. After that, everybody started ignoring her completely.
You know what? They're just jealous because she's beautiful. That's all it
Until she gets
is.
the courage to say something in class, and then they just laugh at her. No matter what she said. My classmates have never done anything like that to me before, so I can only imagine what it would be like. It sounds painful, unbearable. Just think about how it would feel if people snickered at you every time you opened your mouth. That would make me so sad. I don't know what I'd do.
When all people do is laugh at you, you change. You become withdrawn, more timid. Then you stop speaking, even though you know that will annoy people. Your whole life becomes darker. You start to suffocate. Your words die, and your heart follows. No tears. Class is starting.
Yuki, I'll be at your house later
Can't
today.
go to class with
I want
swollen
to see
eyes.
Kisa. I have something for her.
Present?
A note. It's from her homeroom teacher, so it'll probably make us want to puke.
See you soon!
I don't believe being weak should be considered a
Oh,
good
I
thing,
love them.
but I don't think stronger always means better. You've probably heard of survival of the fittest in the animal kingdom. The thing is, we're humans, not animals. That goes for all of us. The Zodiac as well.
Well, yeah. You are.
That's encouraging.
What's it say? Soma, I hope you're well. Do you think you'll be coming back to school soon? I'm awaiting your return along with the rest of your classmates. I want you to know you can always talk to me, and I think if you participate more in class, you can be friends with everyone.
The most important thing you can learn is to love who you are. Find something good about yourself and look to it when you're feeling down. If you hate yourself, how can others appreciate you? Self-love is the most important love we have. I hope of all my lessons you remember this one.
I was right. I want to barf now.
Yep.
Kisa, I get it. I'm the same as you. There was a time when I stopped speaking, for different reasons. Regardless, I talked to no one. And I felt so embarrassed those days. I truly hated myself. I was so lost. So, I'm not sure your teacher's actually right. What does self-love even mean? How do we begin to try and find something good about ourselves when we're trapped in darkness? The whole reason we despise ourselves is because we can only see the parts we hate. So forcing ourselves to find good things feels pointless, like we'd just be making them up. It's a nice sentiment, but that's not how life works. Instead, I think it's when someone else says they love you that you're finally able to start loving yourself. When someone truly accepts who you are, that's when you can start to forgive yourself and suddenly see the good things you had all along.
Yes. You're right.
Mhm.
Yes. It made me glad.
Kisa, what will you do moving on? Do you still want to be silent?
No, I can't. I need to be better. Or else I'll feel like an even worse person than I do right now. Even if we aren't ever friends, even if they keep ignoring me, I have to try. I have to change. Or else.
You're right. Let's try. I will too. Promise. And if you get sad again, or life gets too painful, you can come back. She'll be here waiting for you.
It's been so long. I've missed your voice, Kisa.
Please wait. Hi, 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦.
I love her voice so much. It's the same voice actor from the dub, and I'll talk more about that later because it's kind of interesting. From the original 2001 English dub. That's why.
Even if my heart is still covered in such dark shadows, there will come a time when I have to confront my weakness. So that all those gray days, those tears I shed, will have been worth something.
And so, even though she was sometimes hesitant to speak, Kisa headed back to school.
Yuki should have come to see her off with us.
He said he had something he had to do today.
Truthfully, I'm a little sad Kisa won't be by my side anymore.
She'll be
But I
back.
guess I'll just have to bear it. Because she mustered her courage and is fighting to be her best self. You can do it, Kisa. I believe in you.
Yuki, what did you just say? I accept your offer and will be your successor. My apologies for not saying yes sooner.
And then Yuki got the courage
So for your
to
troubles, I swear
actually
that I will
accept
be a
and move
reliable
forward.
president and carry on your legacy. Moving forward, I hope you'll advise me. Is this a dream? Think again.
No, it wasn't you. He decided this on his own.
It's not like I've suddenly become stronger, or did anything to change, really. My body still trembles, but I'll keep facing my fears. What's important is that my weakness inspires me to improve.
And it did. Inspired Kisa. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Before I talk, I want to see what the next episode title is. I think the next episode is... It's when the Yuki's fan club visits Hana's house and like interrogates her, which is an interesting one. I love Hana. She's one of my favorite characters, so I want an episode where she's in it a lot, so I'm happy about this one. It's I mean, I'm assuming because that's the next chapter in the manga, so it probably is. Oh no, I was wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm even more excited because that's that was Ritsu. Yes, I've been like waiting for. So they're going out of order a little. Okay. I mean, I guess it could work, but I've been so excited to see Ritsu, and I love how the title is just I'm so sorry, because it's like the minute I heard that voice, I'm like, yep, that's Ritsu. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for next week. So like back to back, we got 2 episodes where 2 different Zodiac members were introduced. So that's kind of interesting. I don't think that's ever happened before. I don't think so. So yes. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm like freaking out. So why don't we just talk? Okay, so I was really quiet during that episode, so I'm sorry about that, but I get really quiet when I get really emotional, when I feel like, okay, like I feel like I'm gonna start to cry. I just go completely quiet. So that's why, because this was it's one of those episodes, and the chapter in the manga is the same when it follows the Kisa's story. It's so like, it's hard for me to watch, especially since it does deal with Kisa's backstory when it comes to bullying, because right around when I was her age, I was going through the same exact thing, and so it's just hard to watch sometimes, because it takes me back to that time where I was not really happy. My middle school days were really, really hard, So I completely got where she was coming from, and it's when Yuki just starts telling her that it's only when others start loving you that you can really love yourself. And I found that to be so true. I think self-love is just, it doesn't work. When you feel like you hate yourself so much, how can you grow to love yourself? And if you can't love yourself, and supposedly that you can only gain friends who love you if you love yourself, then you're just going to be alone forever. So it makes sense that it's only when someone starts loving you that you can appreciate yourself. And I agree with Yuki's message so much, and thankfully Kisa applied that and has been able to grow, and she grows so much throughout this series that it's incredible. So yeah, Yuki really touched me this episode. He was honestly kind of the star of this episode. He kind of took the spotlight, and in the original version, he wasn't as present in this episode. Like, there was still a part of the episode that followed him, but his story applied more in this episode, and it was brought up more, and I like that because I kind of forgotten the fact that Yuki used to be pretty silent when he was going through his abuse with Akito, and that he locked away his words because he just was so depressed that he couldn't even talk. So I forgot about that completely, and this episode brought that up, and it showed how Yuki and Kisa are pretty much the same, which I didn't really realize before. So I swear, when Fruits Basket just gives me information, new information every time I read it or watch it, I catch things that I didn't catch before, and I've read the manga like over 10 times. It's incredible. I learn something new every time I read or watch this series. It's so cool. So what else did I want? Okay, Kisa. So her English voice actor returned, and what I found really interesting is that in the original version, her voice actor was, I think, about 11 or 12 years old. She was really young. She was just a baby. And now she's a grown adult, and she came back for the 2019 version, and her voice still sounds the same. That is incredible. Like, I guess she had to call back her childlike voice to actually play the character, but she still sounds the same. That is a really cool. Like, I could still hear her voice. I did not expect her to come back because she's a grown woman now. I think she's like in her 20s. So that's incredible. That was really cool. Really cool. So yeah, that was a great episode. I loved it so much. And I cried up a storm, and now my makeup is ruined, and I have more videos that I need to film today, so I'm gonna have to fix this. But yeah, I guess that's all I want to say. I'm so excited for next week, like I said, because Ritsu's coming. I did not expect them to come next week. I didn't expect it, so I'm so happy because he's such a fun character, and the story is really touching. So I will be back next week with my reaction to episode 19. And I guess I'll see you then. Just keep on the lookout for it if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching this reaction, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for more bookish related videos and anime videos, and I'll be back really soon. Bye!